Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people. Sending love, positivity, and good vibes to my people, man. I hope you guys are doing good today. I'm doing great today. I got a lot of things to talk about, so please stay to the end of the video. First and foremost, TikTok unbanned. So, I'm pretty happy about that. Especially for what I do. I'm constantly trying to build my brand, network, make different sources of income. So, I really rely on TikTok to grow my platforms. So I was super ecstatic that we're back on the app. Donald Trump, regardless of how you feel, whether you think he's a racist, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, it's good to see, for an American to have, the influence and power. Now, I know we're just talking about TikTok and there's other things that we could be focused on, like wildfires and all types of other shit, but it's good to at least get that dub. So many times, us Americans, we take L after L after L after L, and I always tell myself, like are we going to catch a break? Are things going to start changing for the better? And are we going to become stronger? But getting off topic, but this quote that Joe Rogan says, like, strong men create soft times create soft men create hard times. So I don't know if I said it right, but I hope you understand the analogy, the metaphor of what I'm trying to say. Is basically like, for so long, I felt like us Americans were living through soft times. And now that we're going through hard times, it's making us become harder. It's making us become better. So it's much needed. The masculinity and testosterone have completely declined in the U.S. I know I saw a study where it was basically like 60-year-olds in the 80 had more testosterone than 20-year-olds nowadays. And, that's a whole different story for a different day. I feel like it's more things to play that come into play, that plays a part in the numbers. But yeah, we just got to become more stronger. Us men, I'm really talking about the men, in order to get us to where we need to be in society, we have to become men. We can't be being boys thinking that, we're strong enough to really carry this country and where it needs to be. And I want to get back to the point, 80s, 90s, where, United States was killing the games and the Olympics and just, inventions, and we were just pushing the envelope, and we need to get back to those times. So I'm ranting a little bit, but yeah, it's good to see TikTok back. And yeah, shouts out to Trump for, I feel like it's a little staged. I feel like, they pulled strings for us to, and I even said, I saw a post, right? I saw a post where it said, Donald Trump came out with his coin meme, and there was, a couple hundred or 1,000 people that became millionaires overnight. So while they were distracting us over the TikTok thing, if you would have invested like so much, I want to say the meme coin went from like a couple cents to like $75. I'm not really sure with the numbers per se. I just skimmed past the post, and it perked up my ears. So, I think it's a deeper meaning on why TikTok was banned. And I think that, we need to stop being distracted on, what they're trying to feed us. And we need to start focusing on, what they're trying to distract us from. Because a lot more people could have got rich, So yeah, TikTok's back. I'm super excited. We're going to capitalize on it, and definitely going to be on it. And when I explain to you what happened to me next, you're going to realize, why we're going to really, really be on these platforms. So basically last night before the game, I was packing my car up and I slip and fell. Long story short, I broke my foot. Yes, my foot. My foot is broke, y'all. Basically, like my ankle part of my foot, completely snapped it all the way through. So my foot's broke. 75 hard. I didn't finish my workout yesterday. Didn't take my progress picture. You know, when you're going through that pain and going through what you're going through, you know, and I didn't make my videos. So, you know, and I barely ate, you know, I was just going through it. I felt down. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and say, oh, yeah, we finished. I didn't finish yesterday. I broke my foot. You know, I had other things to worry about. I wish I had that willpower to just be like, oh, I broke my foot, but I'm still going to do 75 hard, you know. But, you know, going to the hospital, getting the boot, you know, it's a lot of things. I was in pain. I couldn't even focus on 75 hard. So, we got to about day 20. And, you know, I'm not giving up. I told you guys, you know, at the beginning of the year next year, we starting it all over again. So, you know, but I don't want you guys to think that we're still not going to be implementing and doing these things. I'm still going to be drinking a gallon of water. I'm still, for the most part, going to be taking my progress picture. It's just like, I felt like, you know, the reasons why I'm stopping 75 hard is because, you know, sometimes you got to sit back and you got to reflect. And you got to, you know, look through different lenses, and you got to look through, different perspectives. So what I came to the conclusion is, you know, I really need to lock in on helping, and I'm not going to say who, but I just need to, you know, help train. I might as well tell you, help train my nephew for real. You know, he's got a lot of potential. If I really drill on him and get him to where he needs to be, you know, instead of it just being me working out and trying to inspire others, it's like, you know, I can show you guys the growth in him, and, you know, I know what he's capable of. I see him, you know, playing college football at a high level. So it's like, you know, when I broke my leg, I had to sit down and reflect, you know. And instead of sitting and investing all this time in the 75 hard, now it's time to invest into, you know, actually training and helping other people in their lives. So, yeah, I'm not looking at this as, you know, oh, poor me and something that's a negative thing. You know, you got to flip things to the perspective of you still winning. So my perspective is, you know, I got to get more on my coaching stuff. I got to get more on my training stuff, and I got to really help and impact other people in their life in order to, you know, get the things that I need in mind. So, yeah, I'm really about to buckle down on him, get him right. I'm still going to be doing what I need to be doing in the gym, but just my focus is going to be less on me, and it's going to be more on investing in, you know, kids and investing into, you know, family. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm on, emotionally, physically, mentally. Emotionally, man, when this happened, I was probably at like a 2. But, you know, a lot of people reached out, showed that they cared and certain things, you know. So my emotions now would be, I'd say like a 5 overall, because it's like, you know, after I give myself, I don't even like to waste days. So it's like, you know, I gave myself a couple hours to sit there and soak in it and reflect and feel, you know, the pain and everything. But it's like, you know, we got to move on. You know, life is moving so fast. We don't got time to let time go by and to be in our feelings and stuff like that. So, you know, physically, status when it happened, I would say my physical status was at a 2. But now physical status, I would say, you know, I got some things in me, and they prescribed me some medicine. So, you know, my physical status, I would say it'd be like a 4. Nowhere where I want to be, but you know, it was better than yesterday, and that's all you can. That's the only perspective I really need to have. Is, you know, I'm doing better than yesterday, and we just going to keep thugging it out. So, mentality, I give myself when it first happened, I give myself a 3 because I didn't finish what I needed to finish, and you know, Ohio State was playing. I'm not gonna lie, I smoked because of the pain, and not trying to use excuses, but it's what happened. I took some edibles. I broke my foot. Like, I was in tremendous pain, and at that point, it was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just cheer Ohio State on. I'm gonna, you know, eat these edibles and see what tomorrow has in store. So, yeah, we made it 20 days. Didn't make it to 75 days, but I'm proud. You know, with the broken foot, I can see. And like I said, I'm not giving up because I'm still looking at these goals, and I'm still going to be implementing them in my day-to-day. But instead of making it 75 hard, I'm going to be living Kellen's lifestyle. And it's going to be, you know, I won't say better or nothing like that, but it's just, you know, something that I need. You know, I really need to amend relationships. I really need to, you know, get out of my shell. I'm a Cancer, you know, so I stay in my shell. I stay in my own little bubble. And it's time to really, you know, be there for other people, help others so they can, you know, get to where they need to be. Because you realize, you know, I can be the buffest dude in the world. I can have all the money, muscles, and all the money in the world. But at the end of the day, what really allows you to, you know, find happiness and purpose is to help others, and especially, like I said, family and people that, you know, need you. So, yeah, I'm switching the perspective of 75 hard, and I'm flipping it into, you know, inspiring others and hold myself accountable and being that example. So, it's a bummer, you know. At the end of the day, I'm sorry I let you guys down. I feel, you know, a little embarrassed. I thought that, you know, this stuff was just going to be a breeze. And I know that people going to say, oh, you know, you broke your leg. It's like I still could be outside right now doing push-ups. There's people with no legs that go to the gym. And, you know, I could have just kept going. And I could have not let this thing deter me. But it's like, you know, flip things for the perspective of you to get what, you know, God is trying to, you know, the higher source, you know, and that's what I'm trying to do, you know. Take lemons and make lemonade, you know. Just make a bad situation a great situation. And that's the whole reason why I made this channel. So, you know, I'm gonna be flipping my content more so, you know, on yeah, I'm just going to still be working out and training, but, you know, it's going to be more of upbeat, talking about society, talking about what we're going through, talking about how we can help other people. If you guys got any comments or any topics that you guys can give me that you guys would like for me to talk on, you know, comment. And yeah, it's love, positivity, good vibes. I appreciate you guys, and I just want you guys to know, like, do one thing. Do one thing, and even when you hit those roadblocks and it forces you to stop, don't beat yourself up. Don't shy away from, you know, from the light. You know, sometimes you gotta take a couple steps back, appreciate where you are, and focus on, you know, 20 days. I'm upset that I didn't get to 75 days, but, you know, I did 20 days. And there's certain things that you just got to, you know, pat yourself on the back and keep going. So I want to shout out Richard Motter just to get me in the mind frame of even trying to tackle this. You need people in your life that are going to push you and that see greatness and potential in you. And I highly respect Richard, and I really appreciate him for, doing that. And you probably will see me, he does all these runs and stuff. Hopefully he gets me into one of the runs, hopefully when I heal my leg. But yeah, this ain't stopping nothing. This just is the start of it. And more than anything, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm bummed out I ain't finished it. Really highly upset, but more than anything, you gotta go back to the drawing board. You gotta be honest, and can't give up. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. We out.